Inflation is having a huge impact on all of our lives in most areas. I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy paying $5 for a gallon of gas. But the question is, how is it affecting Medicare and Social Security? In this video, I'm going to address those two items. And so what I want to address first is inflation's impact upon Medicare and specifically Medicare Part B. Now, for the majority of people that are on Medicare, Medicare A has no premium. But for Medicare Part B, there's always a premium. Now, to understand what's going on right now because of inflation, we have to go back to 2021, and we look at the Part B premium in 2021. It was $148.50 a month. Now, if someone is on Social Security, that Part B premium is coming out of their Social Security check. If they're not, that is billed on a quarterly basis. And so what happens as we move the year forward, going into the next year, the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services has to project what they believe the cost of Medicare Part B expenses will be for the government. Again, it's just a projection. And so what happened as they looked at 2022, they realized that there was a new medication that was out that was going to be a treatment for Alzheimer's that they thought many people were going to use. It was called Aduhelm. And it was a very expensive medication, $56,000 for a treatment. And they realized if a lot of people use this, that's going to cost Part B premiums to go up drastically. And so what they did in 2022 is they raised the Part B premium to $170.10 a month. And that's exactly where we are today. If someone's on Medicare, that's coming out of their Social Security check. If they're not, they're being billed on that on a quarterly basis. So what we saw was an increase of 14.5%. And again, most of that was just a projection as to what they thought the use of Aduhelm was going to be. Well, what has happened, they have found that medication really not as effective as they originally planned, not as much use. And so what they did is they actually overpriced Medicare Part B premium. And the reason that matters is this: as we move into 2023, number one, we do not know at this point in time what the Part B premium is going to be. That'll come out in October, November, later this year. But for now, we don't know. But what we are speculating is that what the Part B premium is going to do, we're probably going to see a reduction because they overpriced it. Now what they're going to do is probably reduce it. And again, we do not know how much, but what most people are thinking right now is that Part B premium is going to be in the $163 a month range. And the reason for that is because there was too much. They thought about, well, since they overcharged, maybe they could, give refund checks. Maybe they could somehow take that off in some fashion. And I think what they're going to do is just simply reduce it moving into 2023. We hope so. Now, again, we don't know how much inflation there is going to be. That third quarter number is not out yet. But once they look at the third quarter at the end of September and they see how much inflation has been in the Medicare and the health industry, then they'll actually decide upon that. Okay, so the whole point is this: because it was overpriced in 2022, we think there will be reduction in 2023. We just don't know how much that will be yet. Hey everyone, just real quick. We're trying hard to get this content to more people just like you who are looking for honest and helpful Medicare answers. Now, this may surprise you, but our competitors are actually getting mad that we tell people exactly how every Medicare plan works. So if this video has been helpful, you can help us out by hitting the like button and subscribing. Now, you could try signing up for Medicare alone. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you want free Medicare help from a Medicare expert, check out the links in the description. We literally help thousands of people every month make Medicare decisions. All right, let's get back to the video. So that's how Medicare is going to be impacted. Now let's talk about how Social Security benefits are going to be impacted by this inflationary problem that we have. Social Security benefits are possibly able to be raised by what is called a cost of living adjustment. Now, that cost of living adjustment is based upon a consumer price index called the CPI-W. And what that is the consumer price index for clerical workers as well as urban wage earners. All right, so they're tracking this to determine how much, if any, the Social Security benefits will go up. So let's look back at 2022. As we rolled into this year, 2022, we saw a 5.9% increase in people's Social Security benefits. Now, as we move into next year, again, 2023, we do not know for sure exactly exactly what this amount is going to be. But what we do know is right now inflation is running anywhere from about 9 to 11%. And so I'm just going to, for the sake of this video, use the number of 10%. Okay, so the average Social Security check right now is in the neighborhood of $1,750. Obviously, some gets a little lower amount. Obviously, some get higher amounts. But the point is that's the average amount. And so what we're anticipating is going to be in the increase of about a 10% in the CPIW, and so we think that the average person is going to get about another $175 a month in their Social Security check. So what's going to happen is that check is going to go up to about $1,925. And again, we're waiting for the inflationary numbers for the end of the third quarter, which will be in September here in just a few months, and then that number will be established. And then they'll let us know sometime around October, November, what everyone's Social Security is going to go up. But just because of all the inflation going on, we are expecting a very high increase. Now, I will tell you, some project this could be as much as 11 or 12%. We don't know. But this is actually would be the highest increase that we've seen in 40 years. And so inflation is certainly having an impact upon your pocketbook, but hopefully we'll get some kind of relief whenever we see the cost of living adjustment and your Social Security checks being increased.